front of a big crowd of friends and family, they had to retire their Toyota Taz with a broken drive shaft. Nota Gugu Zulu has to do a three-point turn, such is the tightness of the stage. With beautiful vistas over the surrounding hills, Stage 8 was the serious start to the day's activities. 14 kilometers of fast sweeping roads with plenty of jumps in store. Enzo was now running second on the road and in theory had a cleaner racing line and more grip. He put that theory to good use, charging through the stage in just 11 minutes and 24 seconds. Damso was back up to speed as well, running at Habich's pace. Now do some clock watching to see if Habich can match his teammate. And it was clear, he dropped 9 seconds. Habich's lead is slashed down to 4, but Damso languishes 65 seconds further back. With Chris de Wit and Patrick Yende still holding sway at the head of the N3 field, it was do or die time for John Williams. De Wit knew as long as he stayed in the lead, he was helping Visagie to win his championship, as it prevented Williams from gaining an extra 3 points. Williams hammered the Kojima Runex to the fastest time, but only clawed back 5 seconds. The gap still a massive 38. These cars are so equal that it's almost impossible to make up such a big time loss. Visagie was safe in the knowledge that as long as De Wit stayed in front, he would be champion, and drove at an ultra-conservative, almost snail-like pace. Visagie had dropped to over 2 minutes behind De Wit. In fact, he was quite ready to put up those dukes.
In this class, you know, you've got to push on the edge. Got to go as quickly as we can, and Rodney, yeah, he's quite comfortable in third at the moment, so he's just got to hang in there. But yeah, we're going to have fun today, me and Chris, you know.
With just 2 runners remaining in Class N2, Marinus du Plessis and Arno Logranzi were heading to their maiden class win, while Jean-Hendrik and Tiana van der Merwe were looking forward to their first ever national trophy. Kumantarakis retired with a broken crown wheel and pinion. Michael Houghton continued unabated in the lead of Class A5. The Motorola Taz humming along very nicely, thank you very much. Charles Conradi and Jaco Purchase were also still running well. Gugu Zulu and Llewellyn Fourie put the frustrations of day 1 behind them and were back up to speed in their works Volkswagen Chico. Nkosonati and Zamandi and Megan Stowe also lost time on day 1, but were set to have a better day on Saturday in the second BP Chico. Back, Lawrence would let him through to have a go at Fecken.
6Ks from the end, very windy road, double back, and just, yeah, tyre disintegrates, and yeah, that's a flat wheel. I don't know how much time we lost, but it was probably a minute.
The crew quickly repaired the damage, ready for stage 9. And in 9 there was 28.5 Ks which lay in wait. Run near Politsi and the derelict tea plantations, the road runs next to a canal that has snared many a car in the past. Habich again blitzed Surge by a huge 34 seconds, but they weren't very happy out there. Damso not happy with the shock absorber settings, the car tail happy over the bumps. Habich emerges from the stage with a split oil cooler.
We've been battling a bit. Yesterday we had a problem with the front diff, and so things are not going my way, put it that way, but we're trying to keep it going.
Gemmell was still leading Class N4, but with a hugely reduced margin after dropping 50 seconds in the previous stage, stuck against a tree stump. Rueda was now only 45 seconds back, with Visser du Plessis fending off Sali de Toy 11 seconds further behind. Of Nicholas Ryan and Skalk van Heerden and the Bosel Subaru, there was no sign. They too were out with a sheer drive shaft. The class was down to just 4 runners. JP Damso's rally had turned around in a single stage, and he led Class A7. He was 24 seconds faster than Lawrence. Lawrence, on the other hand, had another puncture, a left front this time, but the rubber stayed on the rim. Fecken is 25 seconds slower. The Golf sounds distinctly sick, and Fecken is hemorrhaging time at a rate of a second per K. It's changes everywhere. JP has a 17-second lead over Lawrence, and Fecken is 31 seconds off the lead and out of the championship running as things stand. Volkswagen technicians swarm all over the ailing Golf.
We lost about 40 seconds on Etienne. So now we have to make it up again. I just hope they find the fault.
Station is next. 19.4 kilometers of everything. Sweeps through a valley, narrow roads, a subway, and super-fast fire brakes test man and machine to the limit on a variety of surfaces. The rally featured a number of non-point scoring Class S20 competitors in cars that don't comply with the homologation rules. These competitors from the Northern Regions Rally Series compete for the love of the sport and to benchmark themselves against the best in the national field. Heinan Wynand van der Merwe led Class S20 after stage 10, but was set to retire in stage 12, leaving Yaku and George Baker to take the honours. The Baker boys were runners-up in the 2005 Northern Region Series and have been rallying for many years. Eddie Simpson and Marco Lottering enjoy huge local support in their Simpson Motors Opel Corsa, the only Corsa rallying in South Africa. The Escort Mark I of Ashley and Les Mackenzie also was forced to retire. Fernando Rueda and Martin Puerta won the stage in Class N4 in their Sasol Mitsubishi, 3 seconds faster than Johnny Gemmell and Marty Olivier. Gemmell was really tapping off to preserve his car and thus championship hopes. Duplessis and Sladers were first set to claim their class podium in the Metmeister Impreza, which will be their best position of the year if they reach the finish line. Chris de Wit and Patrick Yende were still well in control of Class N3, with Williams in second place, or so we thought. After a great run all year, the Gajima Runex's gearbox has let go. De Wit, the last in line to win the N3 championship, only has to finish to snatch the title. Why was that the case? Well, Fasaki had also retired in the stage with a broken crown wheel and pinion. And as the clock shows, Lawrence was back up to speed, taking 14 seconds off JP. Fecken was still in trouble, losing 31 seconds. That misfire still not fixed. The same problem plagued Fecken in the early part of the year and is put down to the age of the car. With Fecken stuck in third, he can only watch helplessly as his crown slips away. Barry Grobler is no threat to Fecken, some 6 minutes away, but it's mighty close in front as JP has 3 seconds in hand. But the news was bad for Enzo Keen. Very bad. He was out with a broken control arm, and that was the end of his national championship campaign.
Everything was going fine, and then suddenly in that very long stage we had a problem. Enzo was in the middle of the road and something broke. Yanni had, on the exact same side of the car, said he had hit something very hard, and we checked it, made very, very sure that everything was okay. Went into the next stage, and lo and behold, the same point broke. But thank goodness it was about 4 Ks to the end, and he only lost 10 seconds. So, we're still 1 minute 20 ahead right now, but it's a long way to go still.
Fecken's mechanics try again to cure the misfire, but will it work? Tzaneen is the shortest of the rally